care. We're at 7. Hello, hi, 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 hi. How's everybody doing this morning? Okay, it's early morning. It's the crack of dawn. The actual crack of dawn. I know, gas. It's a sight to be seen. I'm teasing. But either way, let's spy on your person, their current thoughts and feelings. All right, we're going to see what your person's up to. I don't know. This seems fun to me. I'm trying to think of what you should pick from. Ah, okay, we'll do these. I really liked using the animals. I like the animal deck. It's one of my favorites. Okay, it took me forever to buy it. I bought this deck specifically the same week COVID happened. Well, COVID had been brewing, right? But it wasn't here yet. And I was like, oh no, it's surely gonna be here soon. I was like, I need to go get some tarot cards from the fucking bookstore before something happens. I was like, I need at least something to do. If the power goes out, I go into hurricane mode. But it is a virus, but I don't care. I've seen Resident Evil. I have played all sorts of games, okay, and watched many, many movies. Okay, Resident Evil was probably the one that made me the most. No. Okay, we can't have that. We cannot ever have that. So when COVID happened, I'm like, oh, this is how it all starts, people. Oh, okay. No, I mean, I did stay in home inside a lot, but no, so I was like, I need to go to the bookstore and get some cards or something. I need to do some. So I went to the bookstore. I didn't go right then and there. I ended up pushing it off until COVID was here. They were trying to make us start. They were making us wear masks, and I was like, "Oh no, I really gotta go now." So then I finally went. I was like, "Husband," I was married at the time. I'm like, "Husband, can you please take me by the chapters?" And he's like, "Maybe," and I'm like, "All right." We passed the chapters today. Maybe I could go to the chapters. Yes, we passed the chapters that day, and I planned it, and I went to chapters, and he's like, "Hurry up!" He's like, there's people in here with masks on. I'm like, there's a virus going around. This is why. I'm like, don't worry, you're with me. I don't know. I feel like I'm so safe. I've endured. All right, I've been far too close to COVID. Far too close to it. Okay, it was right at my door, like breathing on me. I dare I say, I tease. By the way, hello. This is let's spy on your person. Okay, playfully. And it's going to be their current thoughts and feelings about you. We have option 1, the deer, option 2, the sea serpent, and option 3, the dragon. Rawr. Okay, this is my rawr. I said, but no, so yeah, I went to the store. There was all sorts of weird shit there that day. It was creepy, dare I say. Oh yes, but pick your pick. I'll see you at your pick. It's going to take about 15 minutes for the shuffle. And then maybe about 20 minutes per pile. Maybe a little faster. I'm trying to get a little faster. I feel like the only way I could speed this up is if I just talk faster, and then not everybody can really listen to me when I talk fast. It's just kind of hard. I feel like you gotta kind of be with me a lot. Like you gotta know every single speech impediment I could possibly out. Okay. In order to fully understand me speed at top speeds. Okay, top speeds. How fast can this mouth go? I don't know. Okay, I've never benchmarked it. I did win a prize. It was a pencil in school for being able to recite Peter Piper. It was the only one that could do it. I was like, what's wrong with y'all's mouth? I have speech impediments. How are you not doing this? This is what I say. I have to work through adversities to make sure to speak. Like, I actually have to say words a particular way, or else I can't say them. I can't say them that way. If I try to say them, like, okay, perfect word. Per, makes me angry. Peripherals. Peripherals. I say side view. Fuck peripherals. Fuck, I can't say it. No. Okay, there's another one. Chivalry. I can't do it. That's how I have to. You think I want to talk blah 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 and then chivalry? No. It's clear that the programming is broken in that department. No, leave that person alone. Don't make them say big words. No, it's only certain words, the most dumbest of words. It could be any word, but I have particular ones that I just can't. I don't know. I said per 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 hmm, peripherals. I say that one. When I say it, it like just happens, and I'm like, oh, this is what it is when you can speak normal. How easy it is for it to. I don't know. I have another word I'm sure that I can't think of. I got a few words I just can't say. I don't know why. I think it's my mouth. I was told it's my tongue. I was told I have a hard tongue. Eh, a hard tongue. What does that really mean? They mean the back of my tongue. I got a lot of Eastern European, so it's like there's a lot of going on there. There's a lot of scoffing back there, but not a whole lot of finessing going down. No, take an Eastern European language and compare it to like French. Okay. There's a hardness in the back of their tongue. Listen, put that on my dating resume, dare I say. My tongue is hard. What does that really mean? I don't know. This may be the best BJ ever, or the weirdest. I don't know. It's been a long time since I have seen a package. Like, completely. I know I'm gonna scream the next time I see one. Okay, I had went over like a year, right? I started dating a guy. Okay, I always cleared up. I've only dated one dude. Okay, I've only dated one dude since my divorce. Only one singular dude has been up in this. And my ex-husband was talking shit to me. I was like, listen, motherfucker, I did you good as an ex. He's like, wow, so I was like, I dated one dude, and I said, fuck this shit. I'd rather work. I'd rather go to work than fucking do anything. I don't want to hang with people. I don't want to do shit. I was like, it turns out, I was like, get this. I'm antisocial. And I don't want nobody. Yeah. And I shove him, you know what I mean? And he's like, he tells me, no, this ain't true. And I'm like, okay, okay, sure, sure. I don't know. That guy makes up his own stories. He could be here right now. Hello, ex-husband. Okay. That's my intimidation look. Mod. No, if I ever want to intimidate my ex-husband, I just have to pop out the veins in my forehead. This makes him run. Dare I say it's like that meme. Run. No, that motherfucker runs. Okay. I try to come at him with an umbrella. Yeah. Okay. It sounds crazier than it is. No, no, no. It's nothing like that. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about before, though. Yes, me and penis. Okay. Listen, I never talk about penis. Can Nicole please talk about penis without everybody getting all fucking upset about it? Like, Jesus. Like, God, dude, everybody acts like they're my mom and dad or something. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this world? I'm 38 now, and I still can't publicly talk about penis without people getting uncomfortable. Like, what the fuck? Even women be getting uncomfortable when I talk about penis, like as if they've never seen one. They're like, "Oh, we don't want anyone to know we've never seen a penis." And no, of course they've seen a penis. Why they act like they never seen a penis before? Okay, now point is, I dated a man once. I had to ask him, "May I see your penis?" I was like, "Damn, how does that?" I was like, "I wonder how he took that one." I was like, "May I see your penis?" And I was like, don't pull it out, please. It was like, just maybe open your pants or something. Let me look at it first. Okay, so I don't scream, dare I say. Listen, we don't have penis, so it's a strange object. It's an object, okay? And it's trying to it's a foreign object. It's coming towards me, right? Its sole purpose, dude, I don't know why people forget this, but its sole purpose, the only reason that penis exists is to go inside me. So when I see one, I'm like, what's up? What are you doing? Whoever's wielding that penis, it's like, and I mean, they control that, but that motherfucker, its whole purpose is to go inside the vagina. That's the only reason it's there. I mean, yeah, it pees, but let's be honest here, they didn't need a hose. I don't got a hose. I pee just fine. Okay, yes, and I can spell my name with my pee. So it's like you don't need that. It's solely to probe into there and inseminate. Okay. This is sex ed with Nicole. I feel like I would make a decent sex ed teacher. I feel like everyone would remember the jokes and then take them and live life great with them. They would just remember my joke about the penis and then they would be more prepared. I don't know, they were prepared better, maybe. Either way, what is it? Yeah, so I did not scream, I didn't gasp, I didn't anything. I braced myself and he did it. I was like, oh, okay, that's not so bad. I was like, it just kind of looks like a part of your body. And I'm like, that's fine. Okay. There was a harmony that came across the room, a harmonious vibe of, okay, I'm not afraid of the penis. No, I don't know. I'm teasing. But I don't know. I made a joke with that dude. I was telling him, I could talk to your dick. And he's thinking, no, you can't. I was like, I really talk to your balls. I don't know if he'd get that. But the sperm, okay? When you make babies, okay, the sperm is actually like an infiltrator, all right, that infiltrates the egg. It impregnates the egg. And what happens is it becomes the brain to that egg. And the egg, and everything else inside the egg creates and makes the body. So a man's fluids are brains. A whole bunch of little brains, but extensions of his brains. You see what I'm saying? So zombies can just sit around swallowing cum all day. I know this has gone really strange. All right. But it's the truth. So, are there zombies today in the world? Yes. Okay. They exist, male and female, and they genuinely want brains that they found a different source. Okay, so they no longer have to fly to the wet markets in Asia to get a monkey brain to eat. They can just swallow semen. And wow, there's so many brains. I'm told there's so many semens inside one shot glass. It's like, dear Lord, I think all you'd need is just one. A diet of semen. Can a girl survive off a diet of semen alone? No, she requires methamphetamines. Give her some methamphetamines and give her some sperm, and she can live forever. Okay, I'm serious. I had a guy talking to me about, he was telling me to go get a gang of, he was like, get a gang of Xanax. This was outside of Popeyes. This was only like 2 months ago. This isn't like this story just happened. This weird one is being added to the collection for life, and it just happened. It's a fresh story. But yeah, I'm outside of Popeyes smoking a cigarette, and there's this guy starts talking to me about all sorts of shit. But then it comes up that because he starts telling me about something. I'm like, oh, no, 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 I'm diabetic. Like, that's my excuse for things like genuine. I mean, it's kind of like my reason. I don't even know if it's considered an excuse. Is it considered an excuse? Whatever. So I'm like, no, no, I'm diabetic. I won't do that. And he's like, oh, he was talking about drinking or something. He was like, so then he cuts into diabetes. And he's like, he's like, they won't tell you this. I'm like, who's they? Who's they? And he ignores me. He's crazy, clearly. He's like, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get a bunch of Xanax. And I was like, hold on. Yes. And he was like a whole lot of cocaine. And I was like, this can't be real. No, this can't be real. He cannot be telling me to do this right now. I'm like, do you also recommend like a bottle of liquor? And he's like, no, no, no. And I'm like, oh shit. I didn't expect that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, where's the meth at? What's happening? He's like, I used to smoke meth. And I'm like, yeah, yeah. And you decided to try it again today? Because I mean, you're fucking crazy right now, this guy. And I'm like, uh-huh. And he starts going off. He was like, you gotta, and he was telling me how to do it. He was like, you take this much of the Xanax and then you snort this much of the cocaine. And I'm like, it was very hard not to laugh. I don't know, because he was so serious. And I was like, uh-huh. And then he was like, and then he throws in some other drug that I'd never heard of. Like, it was some other type of classification. And he was like, and then add a little bit of this. He's like, and if you do all this, it's going to kickstart this part of your brain. And I was like, uh-huh. And he's like, and then he's like, it'll heal your diabetes. And I was like, it'll make my pancreas work again? I was like, are you telling me like a whole bunch of blows gonna make my pancreas go? And he's like looking at me, he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't remember the directions, Popeyes guy. Like, what the fuck? I don't remember the directions. I don't even know where to get a bunch of blow. Let's be honest here. I have no idea where to get drugs. Okay, I was all upset like a year ago or something, right? I can't remember what was happening. Something was happening. I think I was dying. Yes, but it was before I realized I was dying. So it was before I got to the hospital. I just felt like shit. I was laying here in my chair. I was like, I told my kid, I'm like, I think I want drugs right now. And I was looked at them. I was like, do you know where to get drugs? And they're looking at me like, what kind of drugs? I was like, I don't know, just drugs. I need something. I was like, I think I'm dying. And I was like, and I think to go get a beer. And I'm like, ugh. And then I think to maybe go get like a mixed drink, you know? Ugh. Yeah. And I was like, I think I need some drugs. And they were like, I have no idea where to get drugs. I was like, I don't know where to get drugs either. I was like, I'd have to go find a drug guy. I was like, I don't even know where you find those. I'm from the 90s. I would be looking in all the wrong places. I would be looking under a dumpster lid. Hello. You know what I mean? Maybe scoot that big dumpster over and look behind it for a home. Like, I don't know. I picture drug dealers to just be such garbage. I'm so sorry. This is just how I picture the world. So does Nicole do drugs? No. She has no idea where to buy them. I don't know where you buy them. I knew one guy that used to walk around and sell drugs. That was it. And he does not live in this city. That was another city. And without that guy, without that plug, I have no idea. I don't have a plug. And I never even bought drugs from him in the first place. Listen, this has been sex, drugs, and alcohol with Nicole. Okay? I can't speak from experience. I've never done these things. Okay, but I can tell you stay away from them. Easiest way, never get a plug. Just never get a plug. And you'll never end up on drugs. You don't know where to buy them. The fuck? Think about that. You know how many people, it sounds sad. I feel like if I was a drug dealer right now, I would be sad if I was to tell a drug dealer, there's a huge portion of the world that want you, but they just don't know where to find you. I feel like they would cry. Fucking drugs. Either way, oh no, I didn't think about this. I'll probably get demonetized. They like to listen. YouTube's pretty nice to me. They let me say whatever the hell I want. They let me go there. The worst they do to me. I've never been demonetized. Thank you, YouTube, for having balls a little bit. Hey, like, cause I'm so like, there's so much worse people out there. Anyways, they only will have to monetize it. Like they'll be like, listen, some advertisers pulled out, so now you don't get full. We had this scheduled. They said no, thank you. These ones said okay though, so we'll keep it monetized. But it all depends on the actual company. Okay, who was it? I had someone on my video, and I was like, oh, they approve of Nicole. I was like, that's so cool. It was a really cool something. I have to look and see. I don't remember what it was, but I was shocked that they put their name on me. I was like, "What's up?" I think it was Tim's. I was like, oh, Tim's, you love me." Okay. Anyway, hello. That's enough. I don't even know random talk. This is let's spy on your person. Okay, we're gonna pull out our little people out, and we're gonna look at their current thoughts and feelings about you. I'm also gonna see what they're up to, things like this, see what I can pick up on. Okay, so we have option one, the deer, option two, the sea serpent, and option three, the dragon. So go ahead and pick your pick, and I'll see you at your pick. It'll probably be about 15 minutes to 20 minutes per pile. Okay, so I will see you there. Okay. Hold on. I want to maybe light a cigarette. Ah, I woke up at 5:55 today. 5:55. I was like, ooh. All the phone numbers on movies start with 5:55. I thought that was kind of funny. Okay. Option one, the deer. Oh, with the elk. What is happening right now? It's nature. I don't know. I feel like I was walking in the woods and I stumbled upon these two. Look at them. They're so cute. They're supposed to be together, these two. So whoever this is, they're your match. I don't know who they are, what they do, what they're doing. We're about to spy on them. But they're your match. I don't know. I feel like no, it's almost like this deer oh, the deer notices the elk first. The elk is like looks like he's choking or something. He's doing something nerdy over there. And he doesn't realize that this deer is staring at him. So whoever this is, I don't know if you're male or female. I don't know, but there's a male and a female here. Okay? And they are the same they are one and the same, so to speak. The abundance card. Okay, so their current thoughts and feelings about you are that this is abundance. They really match with you. The scythe card, Jack of Pentacles. I feel like you guys maybe got the same type of lifestyle. This the scythe card. This is somebody that is your ex or knows your ex. Da da da. Oh dear Lord, they might know your ex. Okay, the doctor card. Okay, so we're spying on them, right? There's a doctor. I don't know. Someone is talking to this person. So basically, I don't know. I can't quite label who am I talking about. I guess we'll focus on the deer. That'll be our target. Okay. This deer right here in the headlights. Okay, so what are they up to right now? Abundance. Okay, I see it as abundance. Okay, like this person might like to be reflections. See, it says a bun. Oh, it's backwards. I can't tell. Is it backwards for you? Either way, abundance is spelled a bun dance. This person might like to twerk. They might know how to twerk. Are you twerking right now, little deer? I feel like they might be. I don't know. I feel like maybe you don't expect this person to twerk. Oh, fucking no. But overall, I feel like they twerk, they work with the scythe card, but this person's working. That's what they're up to. They're working so much. They got so much. They're doing so much. I don't know. They're busy. The doctor card. They're thinking about a doctor visit, maybe. This is pretty, like, I would say boring. Okay, it's very peaceful. All right, it's the deer card. I'm feeling really calm. But I feel like they're dancing around. Okay. I don't know who this like, but they're I don't know the stork card, Queen of Cups. If you're okay, this deer, which is the girl here, if you're a man, she likes you. Now, if you're not a man, we're listen. This is about you. Now, if you are a man, I mean, if you're not a man, this deer likes a woman. I mean, uh, this deer likes this man, this elk card. Okay. And I feel like this elk card is like maybe on her mind. So that I don't know who's watching this video. Okay. How we'll see. Cards will come and things will happen. But for now, I don't know who's watching. But this is about a girl that likes this guy. But she ain't talking to him necessarily. She's really busy with all this other shit. Okay. So stock, slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. I feel like, man, I feel like this deer sees this elk and like wants to rush over to him. I don't know, she loves this elk. I feel like, hear me out, maybe this deer hasn't seen another elk in years. Something like that. Okay. But either way, I feel like this elk has no idea. That guy has no idea that this girl is like, oof. All she does is think about this guy. Okay, Queen of Cups, though. I feel like lovingly, for nothing else other than to love. Okay? You think, okay, literally, picture two deers right now. Does this deer roll over to him in a BMW and is like, hey, what do you got in your pockets? Let's exchange, let's look at each other's pockets. And I mean, let's look at each other. And I mean, like, no, it's like an animal magnetism. Okay? This person just likes that man. That's it. I feel like slow down. She ain't doing nothing with it. She ain't even approaching. Okay? I pictured a deer like trying to get the elk's attention, prancing a little, and it doesn't work. So I feel like, but they're too busy really to romance anybody. But they want to romance a person, but they can't. Oh, stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, and shocking attack. Okay, so something's happened to this deer. I want to know recently. I can't tell. No, not recently. This is one of those where this person's been like, uh, I would say blessed. Like, I don't know, there's something where this person's been stabbed in the back, not like one specific time, so they get this turnaround, but it's like a karmic thing. Like, this person's karmically unblocked. They've been blocked or something this entire time by a backstabber, and now they're not. And now that they're not, they're getting all these great things karmically given to them. Like they were held back from someone. I feel like multiple people. It's not just like a classic situation where their ex held them back. No, I feel like every single person this person knows holds them back, genuinely holds them back. And I feel like it's all because of jealousy. I don't know. It's like people look at this person and they get jealous of what this person can do in comparison to what they can't, and then they want to hold them back. You know what I mean? Something like that. And it's like this person ain't even really doing nothing. I feel like abundance. This person's just being the deer over here doing their own thing. They might like to be called deer. Something like that. The gentleman card. There it is. This is the elk here. Okay. Yes. They feel stabbed in the back by that person too. Any exes, this elk card, they somehow know him. This is like running into an ex situation. Like if this person was to run into an ex, they would just stand there and look and be like, you know what, I'm just gonna go to work. And like that person's probably just gonna stab me in the back. This is like somebody that's trying to secretly admire you. They don't want to be stabbed in the back. You know what I mean? They don't feel like being held back either. And it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not that this person's accusing this person of it. It's like they're talking themselves out of it and using that as the excuse. Okay. So the thoughts card. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, this is why it could be you could either be the elk in this situation or you're the deer. It's one or the other. Okay, and if you're not resonating with either one of these, then you're just here for entertainment. But the thoughts card. Okay, I feel like this guy sits around thinking on this girl too. I feel like all day, and it's almost like he's trying to take her story. He try to act like she's gonna stab him in the back, and she's like, "The fuck." He's like, I got better things to do than stab people in the back. I've been stabbed in the back so much that I've had great things happening to me. I don't know. There's an argument brewing between these two now. Okay, it's like the mating call happens. Oh, mating might happen. These two might actually have babies and continue on with nature's cycle, right? But then because this deer doesn't roll up in a BMW, this elk gets all touchy and weird. And then this deer is like, forget it, man. I'm gonna go find another elk one day. Blows the dust off that vision. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck that. That's how this person is. And I feel like so they in themselves they feel like if he's already acting like that, he's gonna stab me in the back. He's already acting suspicious and guilty, pushing his guilty conscience onto me. This is how this deer will see that. And they might have even had an argument like this. That's how this deer feels. They feel like, no, no, don't push your insecurities onto me. I got too much people doing that already. That shit holds me back. Goodbye. I'll admire you from afar, though. If I ever run into you, this is what'll happen. This is how this deer sees it. If I ever run into that person, I'm just gonna let it be. Because what's the point? It's one of those. Stop, slow down. Oh, they're gonna watch you a bit though. Okay, so they're gonna definitely analyze what you're doing, whoever that is. Okay, so either way, this man sits around thinking on this woman all the time. I feel like to give her a romantic offer. I feel like, hear me out, this is part of their abundance. I feel like whatever blessings this person's getting, whatever karmic balance is happening to this person's been held back. Do you get what I mean? So it's kind of like this is karma and it's supposed to be balanced. You do some bad and then some good's gonna happen or whatever. It's gonna naturally balance. But this person's constantly been just taking all of any of their bad karma and taking it and never getting anything good out of it, right? Never having it balanced. And now it finally does. And it's in an imbalance to where nothing bad can happen to this person for who knows how long because of how much they're owed, and they're basically redeeming all of that. And this relationship, this elk over here, all right, is part of that. That whole package that this person's getting. And I feel like it could be this elk. It could be this. Listen, I feel like this woman. I feel like if she spots this guy, all right, falls for this guy, wants this guy's on her mind. Okay, is probably who she eyes as who's karmically right for her or something like this. Like she deserves that elk card there. You know what I mean? So it's like if she approached this guy and he stabbed her in the back, he wasn't really an elk. She's looking for an elk. You get what I'm saying? So she sees this guy and then he is an elk. But like I don't know, something has happened between the two of them and she does not see him as an elk. I don't know, she still looks at him like, man, I don't know, she can tell he is. And I mean something like that. This is like some soulmate shit. But overall, thoughts card. I feel like he sits around thinking about how to come in and give her a romantic offer. Genuinely, the Ace of Cups. The Queen of Cups, though, I feel like he's afraid she's gonna reject him, though. We have the Queen of Cups running away from the Ace of Cups. Okay, but overall, I feel like if you're the man here, this person's just very busy. I don't know, stalk, slow down the pace, must abate before it's too late. So this person's really fast and they're doing a whole bunch of stuff very fast. Okay, but it causes this relationship or this whatever is brewing between this deer and elk causes it to go very slow. It has to get put on hold. And I feel like the way this deer feels it is like it can be put on hold because I have to do this. This is important. As important a relationship could be. You're you're a variable, an unquestionable variable that could slow me down from what I am doing. Something like that. So like they're trying to finish up with what they're doing. And I feel like who knows what they're gonna do after that. And I feel like they're gonna sit around thinking on this guy still. They're sitting around thinking on him still. Okay, but I feel like with nothing to do with it though. They're not like trying to like think on how they can talk to this guy, how they can message, how they can get this guy to notice them. They're not doing any of this. They're just doing them. And they think on this guy. That's basically it. And their thoughts on this guy are, I don't know, he'll probably slow me down. He'll probably backstab me. The only way, unless he's an elk, he's terrible for me. This is how this deer sees it. So like, and if he is an elk, well, like I'll find him when I have time. I don't know. The letter card. Okay. The man here in the situation, if you're here for a man, he's sitting around thinking about writing a letter to this woman. He wants to tell her everything he thinks. Something like that. A stalk card. This man watches this woman. He just that elk is just pretending not to see her. Okay? That elk has, hear me out, that elk has peripheral view on this deer. He's watching. He probably saw that deer before the deer saw him. Okay? And he's just playing dumb over there. And it's something like this. But I feel like it's because he wants to read the scene. He doesn't know how this person, this is literally like two exes bumping into each other. He doesn't know how this person's gonna take him. With the stabbed in the back card, he worries that this, you know what I mean, whatever argument happened, he worries his deer feels stabbed in the back by him. He wants to fix that. He doesn't want them to feel stabbed in the back by him. But it's because he's romantically interested in this woman. And if he wasn't romantically interested in this woman, he wouldn't give a shit what she thinks about him. Facts. Okay, Foxglove, confidence, be what you want to see. Both of these people are extremely confident, male or female, whoever you're here for. So this person basically, confidence, be what you want to see. I feel like maybe the deer's not looking too pretty. The elk, as I'm saying, like there's a sense of this deer's thinking on this elk right now. Okay, and the elk is thinking on this deer. The elk is trying to figure out how they can get more romantically close to this deer. And the deer is basically sitting around figuring out how they could incorporate that elk without it ruining what they're doing. You know what I mean? And I feel like that all depends on the elk. So I don't know what's going on with spying your person. I feel like they're sitting around thinking about somebody, and it might be you because I got so much crossed energies. But basically, this person, this deer doesn't really. Anyone that tries to approach this deer, like any gentleman callers, this deer like gets away from them. They reject, not reject them. Well, they do reject them. They reject them, but in their own ways. They remove themselves from people. They don't remove people. They remove themselves. And I feel like in the abundance, I feel like this has only given them good things. So this is someone that's very hesitant to bring people into their lives. So it's like they're looking over at this person and they're trying to figure out if they have room for them. And they don't. And it's not because of dating or relationships or anything. I feel like this person isn't even like looking for dates. Like they're not on dating sites, they're not browsing for anything. I feel like they're genuinely just busy gathering all this abundance that they're owed. And the elk card, I feel like this guy is kind of doing the same things, but he feels like he stabbed this deer in the back and he needs to like go make it right or something with those deer. And like I said, the only reason he cares to do that is because he's like, he cares. Right? If he didn't care about this girl, if he didn't like this girl, if he didn't care about her opinion of him, then he ain't gonna care. Okay, but this guy cares about it. So this guy like wants to he's thinking of maybe writing a letter. Maybe that's what he should do, right? Like a letter, just letting him know, letting her know how he feels, you know? And I feel like he doesn't. I don't know. He's thinking on that. If you're here for a man, he's genuinely just sitting around thinking if he should write you something. And it's almost, I don't know if it's an apology letter. With this, though, it's kind of like it's a goodbye letter or something. Like this guy feels like he's gonna write this to you. It's like, and it's a sign off. It's like letting you know where he stands, and then he's leaving it be, and he's gonna move on, I think, or at least try to, right? And I feel like who knows what'll happen with that. If he does that, I don't know. I feel like it's just as like that in itself is the romantic offer. I feel like because this guy wouldn't write you any type of letter explaining anything. This guy wouldn't explain anything to you if he didn't care. Okay, so either way, I hope you enjoyed. Okay, and that was all about what your person is doing. I guess I don't know which person is your person, but I'm gonna see it as you came here to see one of the two people. Who knows? Either way, I hope you enjoyed. It's just too confusing. Ah, oh, terrifying. That thing. I like that thing. Okay. It's got 9 grams in it. Like, wow. I like to buy it like that. That way it's cheaper. And then I don't gotta go to the store for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Depends. Either way. Option 2, the sea serpent. So what is your person doing? Let's spy on your person. That's the perfect card for it. It's a ginormous eyeball. Okay. What's your person doing? Play it dumb. I don't know why they're playing dumb, but they're playing dumb. They're playing with you. I don't know, this might make you mad a bit, like this person plays dumb with you. I don't know, I'm picturing like having to shove this person's shoulder like all the time, like knock it off type of energy. Like be serious, but it's playful, it's fun. Okay, this might be like how your person thinks of you. But sea serpent, like you're distracted. Like you distract this person, you break this person's concentration. If this person's trying to be serious, you somehow break that. And this is this very serious person, the elk card. Okay, this is like Mr. and Mrs. Responsible. Okay, this you know what I mean? Like this person, they do not. You know what I mean? Like I feel like well-timed jokes or something like this. The whale card. That's your person. They're right now. They're relaxing. They're just sitting around relaxing. Like I said, playing dumb, like they always do. Something like that. They might be playing video games. Okay, time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, and having fun. Okay, so this person's single. I feel like whether you know it or not, okay, you might have known this person to date somebody or not, doesn't matter, but they're single now. Okay, they're single now or they've been single. Okay, we have the scythe card. So this is like somebody that you don't necessarily would talk to. Okay, so it's not just for funs. We're gonna spy on your guy or something. This is just like for funs. We're spying on your friend, I would say. You're considered one of this person's friends. This person finds you a friend of theirs, but it's like you guys don't talk. So it's kind of like you guys have like a secret friendship or something like this, but not really. It's not. It's only a secret because it just doesn't come up. We don't talk. I don't know. They don't talk. Okay, the Queen of Cups. I feel like you've somehow, if you're the woman here, right? If you're a woman, I feel like you've somehow like distanced yourself from this person. And I feel like, and they're playing dumb. They know exactly what they know exactly like why you're not talking to them. Do you do that, man? Something like that. They know why you've like pulled your energy back from this person. We have girl talk card. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So this is what they're up to right now. Okay? And girl talk card. I feel like they're maybe talking with some friends. Like I'm picturing somebody playing video games and talking on like TS. Genuinely. And I feel like and they could be gossiping about somebody. Abundance. Okay. So with the garden card and the scythe. So this is like, I would say this is making me think of like a swinger or something like this. They're in some type of secret community. I don't know what it could be. Okay, but first thing that comes to mind is swingers. I don't know. But overall, I feel like these people are talking about, I would say you, the Queen of Cups. People want to know why this guy doesn't talk to you no more. Genuinely. And I feel like it's whoever it is that he plays with this community. And I mean, whoever he talks to, whatever he socializes with, whoever he gossips with, you know. And I feel like they want to know why he doesn't talk to you no more, or why you don't talk to. I feel like you don't talk to him. So I feel like he could talk to you. You just don't talk to him. I don't know the doctor card. I feel like this person. I feel like they might not be feeling well. The sweetheart card. Wow. Okay, so your person's sitting around. I feel like talking about a girl, talking about this dude's sweetheart. This is okay. This dude has a sweetheart. And that's you. You're this dude's sweetheart, right? That doesn't mean y'all are together. This is like that song. Even though I'm not your man, you're not my girl. I'ma call you my shawty. That one. Like this guy just like you're his girl, but y'all ain't together. And it's almost like he doesn't want to. It's not that he doesn't want to be with you. He's just not even trying to be with you. But you're like, you know what I mean? Like something like that. So people are trying to ask him, why aren't you pursuing your sweetheart? That's just, obviously, they didn't mean something like this. Why don't you pursue this girl? Why don't you date her? The abundance card. I feel like a lot of these guys are saying some really nice things about this girl. Okay. Keep a positive mindset, manifest exactly what you want, gratitude and bliss. So it's like a lot of all these other people that are talking about this with this guy, they're gossiping basically about this girl. And They're all saying some really great things about her. Okay. And I feel like, and it's almost like they're not talking. That's what it is. They're gossiping about this girl and they don't realize it. That's like you guys are friends. And they don't realize that that you're his sweetheart. All right. You're like his secret sweetheart. And he will never, I feel like he will never tell anyone. I feel like that you're his, like, you know what I mean? Like his little fantasy or something. But I feel like y'all ain't together. Y'all ain't trying to be together. Ain't nothing even happened. You've pulled back from this person. This person would have to like make a bold move on you or something. And I feel like there's with the garden card, I don't think they can. It's the Eight of Swords. I feel like this person's locked up, tied up in something. They could be married. This person could be married. Dare I say? No, I feel like they're not. I don't know. I really don't know. Some of you maybe. But overall, you're like this like if you were a celebrity, you'd be their celebrity crush. Do you know what I mean? But they don't. Nobody realizes it's something like that. We'll just say it. We'll just picture it like that. Like you're somebody that people know of. You're like you have celebrity status. You're friends with this person. You've been friends with this person. That's as far as it goes. This guy has a crush on you, but that's as far as it goes. If he was like in your area, he'd probably date you or give it a try, but he probably would think y'all would break up and everything eventually. So that's as far as that would even go. You know what I mean? So he just keeps you as just like his sweetheart. He's happy he gets to talk to you whenever he talks to you. He likes your friendship. He likes just even being friends with you, right? But now other people hear of you or see you or know of you or something. You know what I mean? And they don't know this man is like got you in this position here of just like a happy friendship and you know what I mean? Like not a lost opportunity, not anything like that, just like a just a person that they like and they like to keep them like as a friend. And the sea serpent, I feel like he likes her a lot. Okay. He doesn't express how much he likes her, but they start talking about this girl, which is you. They start talking about her, and he's hearing all these like nice things about you or whatever. And it's like people have like switched up their tune on you. People gossip on you a lot. I feel like a month ago, these people were maybe talking about you, and they're talking shit, talking about you crazy or something like that. The doctor card. Anyways, so basically, they're sitting around gossiping about you in front of this guy. And I feel like, does he join in? I don't know. Slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. I feel like he doesn't. Okay, the dog card. Okay, this is like somebody that's like your best friend. Like this is like BFF energy. You guys might have dated. This could be an ex of yours, and they just still think on you. It's like they've let you go, so now they just sit there thinking on you, and they could contact you. They could talk to you. You guys are still friends, you know what I mean? But they don't. Something like that. But if you did, they would talk to you instantly. Then it's because they feel like you're you know what I mean? Like they're kind of like, as I'm saying, this person doesn't feel like they could date anyone. They could do anything like this, at least not with you. Whatever your situation is, they don't think they can handle it, right? Man, they're like your best friend. I feel like this is somebody that maybe says nice things about you. But overall, I feel like people around him, they think this guy has a huge crush on you. They don't know that you guys are friends, though. The Ten of Cups, they have no idea. Okay. And it's like, it's almost like they start gossiping about this sweetheart, which is you. They start gossiping about her love life. Oh, she had to run away from this, or she had to run from that, or a guy ran. Like at one point, they're like, oh, this guy ran from her because she's crazy. And then this other, now the tune is switched, and they're like, oh, no, wait, she ran from him because he's crazy. And they're like gossiping about this person's life, their romance. You know what I mean? Like they're anything really. Whatever this person's got going on, it's very celebrital. Celebrity. Okay. But the dog card, I feel like that person is very friendly with you. I don't know, whatever they've ever told you is the truth. This person would never do anything mean to you. I feel like, and they would never say anything mean to you or about you. Okay, the dog card. I don't know. There's a loyalty with this man. This man's loyal to you. Okay, I feel like y'all should be dating. That's what I feel of all of this. You should be dating. Fuck the gossip. These two should be dating. I don't know. This elk, I feel like, deserves his sweetheart. That is so sweet. Either way, this is but I feel like you didn't put this man in friend zone. Nothing. I feel like you meet this man and you guys kind of become friendly. Like you guys just click and get friendly. And I feel like, and there's a move made. It is like there is no like mistaken, like neither of these like if y'all are friend zoned right now and y'all are just friends, it isn't because this woman put him in a friend zone. I feel like this woman pursued this man as much as he pursued her, and vice versa. Like, you know what I mean? And then it fizzles out for whatever reason. And that's only if they've even pursued each other. They could literally have always just been friends. Okay? They might have accidentally stumbled into a sexy conversation and then maybe backed out of it and but these two have never. No, I don't know. That they either have never, it could be both. And this is about like it depends on who you are. This could be a relationship where you have never with this guy. Like I said, maybe you've accidentally flirted or something, but you didn't friend zone this guy, and this guy didn't friend zone you. You guys are just friends. And then I feel like even if you approached this man for dating, or he approached you for dating, you guys instantly became friends, like and then had to like try to figure out how to like do what lovers do or something because of how easy it was to be friends with this guy. It just depends on who you are. Okay, optimism. Look up and look brightly. So I feel like this person sits around acting dumb. They're playing dumb. They play dumb around these people. They kind of don't want these people to know he knows you and that he talks with you. He kind of just wants them to like do them. He doesn't, because then he feels like it'll change what it'll definitely ain't this. I feel like this elf doesn't like people's attention like that. They're going to start asking all sorts of questions. Okay, the garden card. These people think they're this guy's best friend, and they probably are. This is like the type of guy that could be best friends with a lot of people, right? But you're one of them too. So it's like, it's not even to protect you or nothing. It's just because he doesn't really see the point in that. It's just he sees what it'll cause. He knows what'll come from it, so he doesn't see the point. You know what I mean? It's almost like he imagines what happens if he talks about it. Like, oh yeah, well, me and them are friends. People would be like, what? Since when? I don't know. For a while. I don't. Forever, I guess. I don't know. Since we've met. And they'd be like, "You've been friends with him this whole time and you didn't tell us?" Well, they'd be like, "No, well, it's not like we talk." But I mean, if I was, if we start talking though, you know what I mean? We're friends. I don't, you don't want to deal with none of that. Okay. Oh, well, why aren't you trying to date her? Blah, blah, blah. What happened with you guys? Blah, 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 blah. Did you flirt with her? Blah, 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 blah. Would you make a move on her? They're going to start pushing on this man's like masculinity on whether or not he'd like, because all these men, like I said, they're saying some great things about this woman. They all want to date her. He's all like, you know what I mean? But I feel like she might know some of these people. This sweetheart, which is you might know some of these people that he is talking to, but they don't know that y'all still talk and are friends. Things like this. Like it's almost like a sense of everyone wondering how and how long and why and what do you guys talk about and how come what happened with that? Do y'all flirt? Did y'all try to date? It's something like this. I feel like optimism. Look up and look brightly. I feel like if it ever does ever come up, if it ever does happen and it does like corner and get approached like this and he does mention it, I feel like optimism. Look up and look brightly. I feel like it's a good thing. All right, he needs to be optimistic about that. I don't know. It's a good thing for him to. I don't know. Maybe it's causing him stress and he doesn't know it. This man with the elk card, if this is like a manly man, okay, why manly man? I mean, like they're just very deep in their man functions. Like, okay, they haven't been put in the role where they have to be in touch with the feminine side, so they are very manly. You get what I'm saying? Like by nature, and it's like he's not going to notice stress. You get what I'm saying? He has to get in touch with his feminine side to realize anything he's doing to himself. So this guy with the health card, the doctor card, he might not be feeling well, and it could be because of this is stressing him out. What if he like, I don't know, he's starting to feel like hear me out, I feel like this guy's a very honest person. So now it's starting to feel like a secret relationship when it never felt like that or it never was, but it's feeling that way and it's brewing something in him like some stress. And I feel like and this is the whale. He's very chill. He does not get stressed. You get what I'm saying? So his stress is kind of secret. So if he I feel like it'll be a good thing when I feel like something's gonna happen where this gets exposed, that y'all are friends, and he's been kinda putting off the day, and I feel like it's like he's ready for it though, and I feel like how it goes, if I can kinda project into how it's feeling with these cards and, with the optimism card, it goes a lot more smoother than he expects. I feel like it hear me out, it's kinda like all these dudes are, like, gonna try to date this girl. They all are, like, lining themselves, "Maybe I'll date her, maybe I'll date her, maybe I'll date her." And I mean, the single ones at least, you know what I mean? Let's exclude anyone that's not single. And then I feel like once this person like, once it gets, like, known that you and this person have been friends for a while and, like, you never stopped being friends essentially, it kind of, like, makes everyone subconsciously already know, "Oh, that's his sweetheart." You know what I mean? He ain't tell us about her. Nah, they don't believe it. They're like, he ain't tell us about her because he didn't want us to know about her. You know what I mean? And if we like her and we're trying to pursue her, so is he. You know what I mean? Like they totally go all man on each other, and they just know like there's like a pecking order or something. They just understand what's going on without words, and then no one bothers them about it at all. I mean, maybe some dummies in the group might make some jokes or something, might talk about it a bit, but overall, it causes all these dudes to back off. And I feel like he doesn't even tell them to. It almost makes him feel a little weird about it, but that's the best way it could happen. And I feel like it has to happen because it's kind of making this man sick to feel like he's like secretly friends with you or something when you're not. But that's how, like I said, that's how it's kind of like formulating. And he didn't anticipate that. It's kind of because like, you guys have been friends, so he didn't anticipate never speaking up and saying, "Oh yeah, we're talking. Me and that person talk." Blah blah blah. He doesn't think to speak up about it. So now it's kind of like been pushed off to where none of these people think this man talks to you. And I'm in. So either way, I hope you enjoyed. Bye. Okay, hold on. I have to prepare myself for the dragon. Not many people can look a dragon in the face and giggle. Okay, option three, the dragon. Okay, so let's spy on your person. Okay, your person is intense. Oh, they have an intensity about them. I feel like if you can agree and you know they're intense, like you're agreeing with me right now, you have no idea unless they actually like they've never even turned on intensity to you. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't care if you were someone you might have dated this person. We have the scythe card. You might have been in person with this person and you felt such like not intimidation but intensity. You could feel intimidation from it, but if it does, it kind of probably changes. But basically, they've never even got intense with you. They're just naturally that intense. Okay, they got really deep eyes. This is somebody that people like to stare into this person's eyes. This person probably doesn't like to look people in the eyes very often. Okay, the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Okay, so that's how this person views themselves. This person's single. They don't date. They think they're a monster. Okay, they think they're too intense. They think they're all these things. And they are. The dragon card, the golden mirror. Okay, I feel like they feel this is somebody that comes down on themselves a lot, but they're very isolated. This is going to be a man, surprisingly. Because I was picturing it as a woman at first, but no, this is a man. And basically, because if it was a woman, this card isn't a big deal. The woman can be the golden mirror. Okay. Because feminine narcissism is nothing like masculine narcissism. But when females portray masculine narcissism, that's a problem. That's when you have a problem. But when you have feminine energy with feminine narcissism, this is what women are supposed to do. Women are supposed to be self-absorbed and think they're beautiful. Women are supposed to. And without it, they don't have self-love. Okay. So there is a right and wrong way for everything. But either way, this is making me feel like this is a man. You know what I mean? Because of the narcissism card and self-absorbed. He's not supposed to be this way. You know what I mean? He's not supposed to be so self-absorbed. You know what I mean? The dragon card and the elk card. I feel like he's not. The elk card. This is like a guy that would like if you take him out on a date or you go on a date with him or something like this. He's gonna do this very casual. It's casual Mondays for this guy. You know what I mean? Like, but he comes down on himself. I feel like he can be self-absorbed. He can be narcissistic. He can be one-sided in relationships, and he can love bomb. I feel like, but that's not really quite who he is. We have the dragon card, so a lot of people instantly will label him this terrible monster and say he's all these terrible things. But he deep down inside, okay, we have the elk card. This guy's well put together. He's so normal that he makes everybody else look abnormal, and that he has to try to be abnormal in order to fit in, type of vibe. And he's a dragon. You can't fit in, dragon. I'm so sorry. Okay, everyone's always gonna fucking talk shit about this dragon. Always. Okay, that's what I'm saying. And this guy's single. The elk card. This is making me think of like a mating call. Like this is the guy. This is who you're here for. If you're a man, this is about another man, and I feel like it's a cross read. But overall, I feel like this guy's looking for romance, looking for a partner, looking for love. But it's like energetically. He's not like on dating sites. He's not browsing women. He meets women all the time or whatever throughout his day, and he's not sitting there looking at each one as, oh, maybe this one, maybe this one. I feel like it's not on his mind, but it's deeply in his like horns here. Like he's calling for it energetically. Like when he's alone at night, he doesn't want to lay in bed alone. He wants somebody there. So he's like, and that people hear it. You know what I mean? People are hearing this man's call. But I feel like he's difficult. He's stubborn, dare I say. This is a very stubborn man. Okay, the golden mirror. He might as well be all these terrible things because people can't date him. Abundance. Oh, but the girl that can, whoever she is, but this is one of those dudes you can't try to date this guy. You just gotta like, you know what I mean? Like you can't sit around and change for him or have him change for you. You just gotta like, it just has to work. The abundance card. Right? This person, like, it's all about perception with this person, and people perceive him wrong. So he needs somebody with an altered perspective, an open mind, something like this. He needs deep consideration, shit like this. Okay, the stork card, Queen of Cups. He needs a Queen of Cups. Okay, but I feel like this man meets Queen of Cups, his energies, and they all are like brokenhearted. He breaks their heart. They're too sensitive for him. He goes and tries to date a Queen of Wands, and she's too unloving for him. He goes and tries to date a Queen of Swords, and she's too mean for him. You know what I mean? Like he can't find the right fucking queen type of thing. And I feel like, and all these women that he's ever tried to date, they all blame him for any failure in the relationship. It's his fault. He did this, he did that, he did this. And he's like, sure, maybe. I mean, I did, but you did all this. He's like, it's not all my fault. I don't know, but basically, this person, it's not that he dates the wrong women. I mean, he does. He's dating the wrong women, obviously, but it's not that he picks wrong women. Well, maybe he does pick wrong women. I feel like he needed to try and see. You get what I'm saying? He didn't know they were the wrong pick until that makes me think they were faking. There's faketry. Okay, that makes me think of masculine females with masculine narcissistic tendencies. I feel like this man ain't gonna jive with that at all. He's a man. He's gonna fucking he's gonna argue with that woman. That woman's gonna argue with him all the damn time. Oh, okay, the letter card. Seven of Swords. That's making me think of like a therapist. Okay, so this man might have a therapist. If not, he has his own way to therapize because this is the dragon. He doesn't need a therapist. If he goes to a therapist, it's just for if he goes to the therapist, it's just for aesthetics. It's just because someone said, "Hey, maybe like he just wants to put that on his thing." Yeah, I go to therapy. Maybe people tell him to go to therapy, so he just started doing it. And he might not even show up. He just says he goes. The, I literally picture him skipping. Like he has a therapist appointment, but he's like, you know what? No, I'd rather get Wendy's. Fuck that, and talk about it with my burger. Like I don't know. He doesn't like his therapist, whoever the fuck it is. I don't know. But overall, I feel like he needs somebody that can understand him. He just needs a girl that can really understand. Like the yes, like that song from Weekend. Yes, he just needs that, and he can't. It's not that he can't find it. I guess he just hasn't found it. This guy's positive mindset for sure. Because I keep re-angling my shit to make it sound more positive, because that's how he would think it. Okay, so this man's positive. He thinks he'll find love. Okay, if you're a girl and you've met this man, okay, he's heavily thinking about you. And he's just thinking of all the times it's gone wrong in his life, everything anyone's ever said about him, any insecurity he has. And he has made himself feel like such a monster that he will not approach. He will not. He doesn't want to ruin your life. He doesn't want to love bomb you. He doesn't want to give you a one sided relationship. He's a narcissist. He's self absorbed. Go away. I'm a monster type of thing. This is how this man is like Phantom of the Opera. He's overly dramatic. Okay, but it's the dragon card. You can expect that. Okay, so I feel like he is intensely into you. Intensely. He thinks you're perfect for him, but he ain't gonna approach you till he feels more confident in it because this guy doesn't repeat mistakes. And this guy has had mistakes in his life so far when it comes to dating. So he does not, like, he's not quick. The stock card, slow down. I feel like this man will meet a girl like her. Oh, he'll want to love bomb her so bad because he wants to, he's just excited, right? But instead, he stops, he slows down, and then he stalks her. And it's not hard for this guy because he's the dragon. He just stalks that girl. He gets to know her. And then when he feels like, okay, I don't know if I know her still. I still gotta get to know her. But he's comfortable moving in because I feel like all these women that he's ever dated or were with, whatever, even if it was just one, they ran this man through the mud. Do you know what I mean? Like, you would think this guy was the worst person ever, and I feel like everyone believed them too. And even him, he agrees even. He can't deny what he is. You know what I mean? He's not a monster. He's a dragon. Okay? Dragons aren't monsters. Wait, do they classify as a monster? Or a beast? I'm pretty sure you're a mythical creature. That you don't classify as a monster. You classify as a mythical creature. Mm-hmm. Yes, that would be yes. You so this is not a monster at all. This is a mythical creature. But overall, they're just a regular person and they don't do nothing bad. And I feel like anything bad they do is just because they make mistakes. This is somebody that makes mistakes. And I feel like and they're not like afraid or ashamed of them. They kind of don't consider mistakes to be mistakes. That's just kind of what we call it. What we're labeling it. Okay, the size card. So you might have tried to date this man. Okay, we see this girl sighing and she threw that rose on the ground, dude. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, fear not. If you like this man, in order to date this man, any girl has to go through this challenge because he's difficult. But I feel like there's he likes you. So you approaching him was step one. You've approached, you've given this man a rose. He ain't take it, but now he's stalking you. And take that with lighthearted, okay? Like meaning like if you got medias, he's watching them. If you do anything, if he's at work, if he's like this is somebody at work that you know, he pays attention when you're in the room. You know what I mean? Like all eyes on you. This guy's focused on you intensely, like really intense. I feel like you might feel it at times, right? If you feel it all the time, this guy has a lot of women interested in him. But this guy's only interested in one woman. So I don't know which woman you are, okay? But you might be coming here as just one of the ones that he's rejected, right? That might be as far as it goes with you. But this man does like one particular person that he is got his eyes on. And I feel like because they're not a repeat, they're completely different, something like this. And so if you've tried to date him and he's like somehow marked you off, you wouldn't know if you're the girl that he's interested in. You won't know. I don't know. Maybe we get some clues. I feel like if you're a therapist, it ain't you. It ain't you. You don't like that therapist. No, I'm so sorry. Okay, no. I feel like every woman's trying to be with this dude or something. I don't know, but whoever he does have his eyes on does watch this video. So I just don't know how that really plays out in your life. Okay. But the sighs card, I feel like this guy makes all the girls sigh. And I feel like, but he didn't make this girl sigh. He made this girl cry. And he's thinking, and he knows he did because he's the dragon. And he's thinking, how did I make them cry with that? They did I'm in, like, what? This is weird. This is strange. This one's different. Like, I don't think he's ever had anyone do that. Like, get upset over just him saying something. Like, I don't know, something. And this man picked up on it. I don't know. It's like he felt it in his heart or something. He felt bad. You know what I mean? And he's like, I don't feel bad about anything. This is why people say he's such a fucking monster because he doesn't. He's probably this is like an empath that's turned off his empathy. Okay, like a vampire when they turn off their humanity switch. Yes, something like that. Okay, but the size card, I feel like the Six of Cups, the stars. I feel like you're a wish come true for this guy. So I'm gonna have to talk about it like as if who knows who it is. But overall, the woman he likes, the woman he's thinking on, I feel like he just wants her to accept him. The abundance card. I feel like he's got abundance. Okay, he's got some exes. None of them are a problem. He's got some health issues. None of them are a problem. And I mean, like this guy's not a problem, except for like I don't know everything bad that everyone's ever said. Any way that women have rejected him, something like that. Like when he dates someone and the way they break up with him is just so crazy that. But he takes it as truth somehow. But either way, Six of Cups. There's a sense of like I would say soulmates. There's a like there's a sense of like a reconnect. Right? He meets some girl. He's talking to some girl. He's watching some girl. He's liking some girl. He's hawking and stalking on some girl. And I feel like to be with her. And I feel like if you're that girl, he rejected you. But it's because he rejects everybody. It's just kind of like his process now. I feel like his process has changed. And now you're meeting him where it's like this, where he just rejects everybody from the start. And it's nothing personal. But he comes back around if you know what I mean? Comes back, he finds a way to come back around and say hi or something. You know what I mean? He finds a way to like still poke interest lightly at that girl. Do you get what I'm saying? Mexican marigold, renewal, time to begin again, stronger and better. So that's what he's thinking about. Okay, so this is a man. He's very intense. Yeah, right. He's very hard to handle, and he's looking for a partner that doesn't want to handle him. That just he gets along with them. He doesn't need to be handled. You know what I mean? So he's got a lot of women pursuing him. I feel like not necessarily breaking down his door, but maybe. But like he's always got someone messaging him here and there, always trying to flirt with him a little, always trying to talk to him. And you're one of these women here. One of these women does this, and it's a Six of Cups like event. Like this girl walks over to this guy. I'm picturing the actual Six of Cups. This girl walks over to this guy, gives him a romantic offer. He rejects it, and then he turns around and gives his own form of an offer. Like he wants this girl to know he's interested, but he doesn't want her to think he's not interested, right? So he shows some interest, just to at least let her know that he's interested, but he's pulled back. He's not pursuing. He's getting to know her. I feel like in his own way, the stalk slow down, the pace must abate before it's too late card. However he goes about this, and I feel like and now he's ready. He's ready to move in. Like he's ready to approach. He's ready to pursue her. He wants to pursue her. The stork card, Queen of Cups. Okay, this he sees her as a Queen of Cups, right? And they're gonna have a happy life together. Like he's gonna pursue this girl, and they're gonna have a happy life. He's confident in this relationship that could happen with this woman because she's different. And I feel like the Lilies card, the King of Swords, this is kind of how he is about it. He's given up on the concept of even like looking. You get what I'm saying? So this could be like this is someone you've tried to date. I don't know how far it went, how much you tried to date them, but they're interested. That's it. They've said that. Like if you've asked them, "Are you even interested?" They said yes. I'm interested. They just said straight up, "I'm interested." They're trying to let you know they're interested, but that's all they can really do. They pull back and do all this, and I feel like the size card. I don't know. You're just different. This is like somebody that'll break up with you just to see how you behave. And I feel like you behaved in ways this man never anticipated. Drove this person nuts, dare I say. You made this person, it's almost like this guy tells you, hey, maybe we shouldn't date anymore. And you're like, okay. And it's like, regardless of what your feelings were about it, what are you going to do? Argue with somebody? Somebody doesn't want to date you no more. What are you supposed to say? No, we'll stay together and make you unhappy. And I mean, I don't want you to go anywhere. It makes me happy. But who cares about your happiness? You know what I mean? Like the fuck? So it's like it's kind of like this person keeps their feelings to themselves, this woman. And but maybe doesn't. I don't know. Basically this person has no idea what this woman feels about it. Makes him feel like this girl didn't even care or like him at all. Makes him feel angry even. You know what I mean? But that's not even the truth of the matter. I feel like it's just because this girl is private, is different. She doesn't behave normally. She might express his feelings to her, but she might not. She might feel like doing it that day. She might not feel like doing it the other day. Who knows? But point is that this guy can't figure you out. He can't tell what you'll do, but he knows you're interested in him. And he's tried to make it like subtly clear that he's interested in you. He's like done things, he's talked to you, he's done things with you, he's met up with you, he's conversated with you. I feel like all of this is out of character. He doesn't do any of this anymore. He doesn't ever. Like if this was a guy you met online and you guys are talking and you're making a little move at him and he rejects you. But then he comes back and he's like, well, wait, maybe we could like, he tries to like be friends with you or something a little bit. This is his way of trying to be like, I'm interested. You know what I mean? Proof it, like actions speak louder than words. So whatever this man's words were to reject you were just words. His actions are still very clear that he's all eyes on you. And he in his own way, he kind of lets you know he's interested by coming back and talking to you at all. You don't know this person well enough to know that that is unheard of for him. It's not even that you've done something wrong to him and he's got to forgive you or anything like this. No, it's just like the fact that he actually like doesn't like normally you make an offer to this guy, he rejects it, and then he still stalks and looks into the person, right? You make an offer to this guy, he rejects it, he doesn't stalk and look into you. He just shows interest instead a little bit. And it's because he just doesn't want to risk all the time it takes for him to kind of get to know you or whatever he doesn't want to risk losing you in that time. So, but he's not going to tell you he's interested because then it's going to, you get what I mean? So he's made it known that he's interested if he hasn't specifically said it, right? But his actions speak louder than words. So time to begin again, stronger and better. So whatever this guy's been doing since you made an offer to him, all he's been doing is trying to get to know you better. Like so seriously. I feel like because he has nothing better to do, maybe. You know what I mean? And he put his time to this. And I feel like it's kind of okay, not to repeat it again, but if you were to make an offer to this person and then he rejects you, right? Then he goes off and stalks and hawks and looks at these people and looks into them. Then if it ends up being okay, he's gonna approach. Like he'll do he's gonna do whatever step he's on with you now, where he actually did show a little bit of sign. He did extend a hand. He did try to be free. He is trying to be friends with you. This is where he reaches after he has stalked people. He skipped the stalking step. He changed his formula. He skipped his stalking step and got to and just showed interest instead first. And now he's looking into you. You see what I'm saying? So basically, the renewal card, I feel like you made this person like ignore that step. This person wanted to ignore it completely, and they might have. This is like somebody that, like I said, love bombing. They would go all in with you from day one, but they have to hold back. They can't really necessarily do that. You know what I mean? So this is somebody that would sit around talking with you all night if they let themselves. You know what I mean? And they want to. It's not that you're keeping them. You're not bothering them. You know what I mean? If anyone else starts talking to them, they don't even want to talk to that person. They want to just focus on talking to you, something like that. And this makes them skip that, like they have to hold back a bit, but then they don't want to hold back fully because I feel like it upsets you. You know what I mean? When they rejected you, it upset you. And then they said, "Oh my God, no, don't be upset." And they do something to like fix the situation a bit, like you know what I mean, like they want to calm you down, and them just resecuring you. Well, I mean, I am interested, you know. And then they like give you some excuse or something to like pacify the situation, and you're okay with this. Do you know what I mean? You're okay with the situation. So like this is like somebody that you're kind of friends with. You know, I mean, you're here for them as your person, so you like this person. You're trying to pursue them. We're wondering what they're up to right now. Well, they're sitting around trying to figure out how to come in and approach this girl that they're interested in, that they've low key always been interested in. And they just never, they had to do this stalking step and they just skipped it. And I feel like they skipped it because they're in love with you. And it's something like that. Like this guy wants to date you. He doesn't know how it'll end because you're very hard to read. You know what I mean? But he definitely doesn't want it to end. You know what I mean? This guy wants to try to date you, and it's almost like y'all's relationship kind of ends. Y'all could be friends, but that's not really like y'all ain't like hanging out. Y'all ain't like, you know what I mean, doing friend things together. You guys are maybe, you know what I mean, like you tried to pursue this man for romance. You know what I mean? He thinks you can't be, he doesn't know if you could be friends with an ex, but he's like, I don't want to be, he wants to be friends with you, like how when you're friends with an ex, but he still desires you sexually. You know what I mean? So it's like, why this person wants to be more than friends with you? They don't want to just be friends with you. You know what I mean? They can't stand just being just friends with you. They see it as you wanted them, so they're gonna try it. And they don't know, like I said, they don't know how it'll end, but I don't know that they know that it ain't gonna end like with that person or with that person or that person because I feel like you've already like this person could already clearly see from the moment they met you, which is why they skipped the stalking step at all. I call it the stalking step, but I don't know what else to call it. It's like this, the you know what I mean, the getting to know you process that this guy does privately, whatever. I feel like they skip all that because you're already different from the start. Like they know it right away. And they're a dragon. They do know it right away. And they realize it right away. And that's why they skip all that and they start to try to like just go all in with you. And I feel like, but then it triggers. They have to. They can't. They reached an impasse where they couldn't. They can't pursue you no more until they know more about you. And this person is the type that has to go get their information themselves. So I don't know how they've done that. But overall, Six of Cups card, this is a soulmate energy. Okay, believe it or not. Right? If you're the person that this person's interested in, they're your soulmate. And you're supposed to be with this dragon. You're the only person that'll understand this dragon. You're the only person that'll treat this dragon right. You're the only person that won't. You know what I mean? Like even in a separation, if you split with this guy, he's gonna probably if you treat him right, he's gonna end up coming right back to you. I mean, like this is the type of guy that like when he dates a girl, he dates a girl. The only reason he's not dating her is because she doesn't want him no more. So it's like if you desire this man, he's gonna keep wanting to date you no matter how many times y'all break up. This guy sees breakups as like just part of life. Yeah, I mean something like that. It's like kind of like what you do during that breakup. Like this is the type of guy where you guys might break up, but the only thing he'll do in that breakup is try to watch and try to get back together with you. But if you tell him you don't want to be with him, then he's not going to do that. He's going to break up with you and let you go. You know what I mean? Let you leave. But if he leaves you, okay, it's just because he's going through some dragon issues. Yeah, this guy might like his alone time. Okay, but he doesn't like that's about loyalty. This guy doesn't like break loyalty or cheat or anything like this until the relationship's over. Something like that. So either way, I hope you enjoyed and I brought you some entertainment and you have a good day. Bye.